From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Brian Tile, today's Voice Briefing. It's Monday, March 11, 2024.
I'm Sue Solaski, Detroit Free Press food and restaurant writer. Free Press dining critic Lindsay Green named the Detroit Free Press Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Restaurant of the Year, the top 10 best new restaurants, and the Restaurant of the Year Classic Award. Green bestowed the Restaurant of the Year honor to Alpino in Corktown. Alpino, Green says, earned the title for, quote, shining a light on Alpine cuisine, seasonal ingredients, and quality wines. Green noted Alpino for its use of Michigan-made ingredients paired with Alpine traditions. Cuisine, known for its French dishes and 23-year run in Detroit's New Center neighborhood, was named as the Detroit Free Press Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Restaurant of the Year Classic. Its chef, Paul Gross, also earned the Sylvia Rector Lifetime Achievement Award for hospitality. You will find complete coverage of the Detroit Free Press's Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers Restaurant of the Year and Top 10 New Restaurants and Dining Experience list at freep.com.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department, and it was a very poor final weekend for Michigan and Michigan State's men's basketball squads. The Wolverines kicked things off on Sunday with their senior night celebrations, and the day went about how the rest of their season did, with the Wolverines getting beaten badly, losing 85-70 to Nebraska. Michigan's season isn't technically over yet, as they'll be the 14th seed in the Big Ten tournament and play the second game of the night on Wednesday. And then there's the Spartans. Michigan State's frustrating season continued to be, well, frustrating. The Spartans couldn't hit the broadside of the barn against Indiana to start the game, then came storming back and even took a 7-point lead before losing again in the final seconds and finishing 8th in the Big Ten. On the women's side, they got their tournament started a week early, and the Michigan women cruised on Thursday against Minnesota before pulling off a comeback upset against Indiana and then losing to Caitlin Clark in Iowa on Saturday, who ended up winning the whole tournament. The MSU women locked up the 4th seed in the Big Ten tournament, but lost on Friday to Nebraska. Despite that, they should still be solidly in the NCAA tournament after a really nice regular season. As for some of the other teams in the state, Oakland will play on the Horizon League semifinal tonight as they chase an automatic bid into the field of 64 of the NCAA tournament. And of course, there's the MAC tournament where Eastern, Central, and Western will compete for their chance at postseason glory, set to kick off on Thursday in Cleveland. Obviously, there's a lot of action still ahead, including some that we couldn't even touch on, but it's all building towards Selection Sunday this weekend. We'll find out the fate of all the teams in our state and many more as we get ready to select our brackets.
This is Phoebe Wall-Howard, an automotive reporter at the Detroit Free Press. Ford CEO Jim Farley hosts a podcast called Drive that airs on Spotify and YouTube Music. There's no charge, and it's easy to find. They last approximately half an hour. Guests have ranged from Tom Brady, the superstar quarterback, to Kelly Clarkson, a popular host and singer. But the latest guest is Bill Ford, executive chair of the automaker and great-grandson of the founder of Ford Motor Company. Farley and Ford talk about Ford's lessons learned as an executive, reflections on his family, and hopes for the Michigan Central Station. Go to freep.com to learn more about the latest episode that airs this week. freep.com.
Find out more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.